Imagine waking up one morning and handing over everything, your money, your family, your entire identity, to a complete stranger. Not because you were forced to, not because you were threatened, but because you genuinely believed it was the right thing to do. This is not a movie. This happened to real people, intelligent people, doctors, teachers, scientists, people just like you. So the question isn't, how could anyone be that stupid? The real question is, what if you are far more vulnerable than you think? Hey, stay with me, because by the end of this video, you will understand the exact psychological mechanisms cults use to hijack the human brain, and how to protect yourself and the people you love. Most people picture cult members as weak, uneducated, or mentally unstable, but research tells a completely different story. Studies show that cult recruits tend to score higher on intelligence tests than the general population. Many are college educated. Many were raised in stable, loving homes. So what went wrong? Cults almost never target random people. They are patient. They look for people going through a transition, a breakup, a job loss, moving to a new city, the death of a loved one. These are moments when the human brain is most hungry for meaning, community, and certainty. And that is exactly what cults offer, in the beginning at least. The first contact is never frightening. It feels warm, welcoming. A group of people who seem genuinely interested in you, who listen, who tell you that you are special, that you have found something rare. Psychologists call this love bombing, and it is one of the most powerful emotional weapons ever discovered. Once a person is inside, 3 deep psychological traps lock them in place. Trap 1, identity replacement. The cult slowly dismantles your old identity and replaces it with a new one built around the group. Your old friends are called spiritually blind. Your family is called dangerous. Piece by piece, every connection outside the group is cut. This is not accidental, it is engineered. When a person has no identity outside the group, leaving becomes psychologically impossible. Trap 2, thought-stopping techniques. Most cults teach members to shut down doubt the moment it appears. Chanting, meditation, prayer, repetitive work. These are not just rituals. They are tools to prevent critical thinking. The moment a member starts questioning, the technique kicks in, and the thought disappears before it fully forms. Trap 3, the sunk cost of belief. After months or years inside a cult, a member has given up too much to admit it was wrong. Their relationships, their savings, sometimes their career. Admitting the truth would mean admitting they destroyed their own life for a lie. The human brain will do almost anything to avoid that pain, including doubling down on the very beliefs that caused the damage. Every cult runs on a leader, and almost every cult leader uses the same playbook, whether they invented it themselves or learned it from someone else. Step 1, claim special knowledge. The leader positions themselves as the only person who has access to the truth, divine, cosmic, or scientific. Everyone outside is lost. Only the leader can save you. Step 2, control information. Members are discouraged or outright forbidden from reading outside material, watching outside media, or speaking to outsiders without supervision. When you control what someone reads and hears, you control what they think. Step 3, use fear and shame as currency. Any dissent is met with public humiliation, isolation, or the threat of spiritual punishment. The brain quickly learns that questioning equals pain, obedience equals safety. The conditioning happens faster than most people realize. What makes this terrifying is that none of it requires a dungeon. No chains, no violence, at least not at first. The prison is built entirely inside the mind. November 18th, 1978, in the jungles of Guyana, 918 people died in a single day. Most of them drank poison willingly. The event became known as the Jonestown Massacre, and it shocked the world. But here is what the headlines never fully explained. The people who died were not mindless zombies. Survivors described members who were doctors, nurses, community organizers, people who had originally joined People's Temple because they believed in racial equality and social justice. They were idealists. Jim Jones spent years layering control. He started with genuine community work, then slowly introduced isolation, sleep deprivation, public confessions, and rehearsals for mass death, called White Nights, until the final day felt like just another drill. The horror of Jonestown is not that evil people did evil things. The horror is that ordinary people, manipulated step by step, walked to their deaths believing it was an act of love. So what can you actually do? Because the most dangerous assumption is that this could never happen to you. First, be suspicious of any group that claims to have all the answers. Genuine communities welcome questions. They do not punish doubt. Second, notice if a group tries to separate you from people outside it. Healthy communities expand your world. Cults shrink it. Third, watch for love bombing. If a group of strangers makes you feel uniquely special, chosen, or irreplaceable within the first few meetings, slow down. That feeling is designed. Real belonging is earned over time, not handed to you in week one. And finally, if someone you love is involved in a group that worries you, do not attack the group directly. Research shows that confrontation pushes people deeper in. Instead, keep the relationship alive. Ask gentle questions. Be the one outside connection they never fully lose. Because often, that one remaining connection is the thread that eventually pulls someone back. The human mind is not weak, but it is human, and that means it has vulnerabilities. Understanding them is the first line of defense. If this video made you think, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you want to go deeper into the dark side of human psychology, subscribe, because we're just getting started.